What's going on, guys? Avxry here, bringing you a top 5 for the Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered and why it's going to decimate Infinite Warfare on release date. Coming to us in our first spot is going to be getting kill streaks and unlocking camouflages. Now, to the player, as you did this, it was pretty rewarding and gratifying because when you got this, you knew what you were going to get: a UAV, a airstrike, and a helicopter, along with the red tiger, blue tiger, and digital camouflages for your weapons. So getting headshots was kind of a big deal for unlocking camouflages, but every camouflage you unlocked was very gratifying, simply because it was simple. The simplicity to the game made it very fun to do and also replayable. I'm used to Prestige many times just because I loved unlocking camouflages, and if you recall, back in 2007-2008 when Call of Duty Modern Warfare was released, people would go into Cage Match, which is a 1v1 game mode, and just boost for headshots to get the golden camo, which was only for one of your weapons, which basically was the AK-47 in the assault rifle class, after you get red tiger for every single weapon in the assault rifle class. Now, this was one of the main reasons why the camos worked so well. You only had one special camo in each weapon class, and it made you use that weapon, or you just enjoyed using whatever camouflage, the red or blue tiger, on the weapon that you mostly like to use. Coming up with our second reason is going to be the returning players and also the new players. So the returning players are obviously going to enjoy it because of the nostalgia that this game brings to them. So obviously the new players haven't touched this game, but it's simply just one of the best Call of Duties out because of how simple it was. You knew what you were getting yourself into, and now with all the perks and enhancements that are being done to the game, these new players are definitely going to enjoy it much more than they really thought it would be, just because we were simply going back in time, which most people want us to do. And also the returning players, they're going to love the feeling of the maps and basically just going back to 2007 and annihilating people on populated servers again. So I feel like that's going to take place into a bigger account because of just the mix of players that we're going to have. With our third reason, we obviously have the graphics. The graphics are going to be more sophisticated and dramatic. If we've seen the trailers for it and the reveals of the campaign on Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, we could clearly see how much different and how much detail has went into this game. And also, now since we're on the Xbox One, the PS4, and the remastered consoles and everything like that, we have more sophisticated things. So there may be more detail in the map, which obviously the game can now handle a lot more. So I'm hoping that we see a lot more detail in these maps. And also, when we have COD 4 compared to Infinite Warfare is going to have its preset graphics. We all know what it looks like, but when you get to Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, you're going to have a completely orgasmic feature or feeling because you know how Call of Duty 4 looked originally. And now obviously comparing that to, it's going to feel much better. It's going to be such a 10 times better game. It's going to look a lot more crisp than Infinite Warfare, as Infinite Warfare is going to be, it's still going to be good. The graphics will be great, but I feel like they can be better in a sense. But Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered just seems impeccable at this point with the graphic wise. Moving on to the reason number 4, the competitive playstyle game is going to return. Now I feel like if this was taken to the whole new stage, like how Black Ops 3 has been taken with MLG Anaheim and all that stuff, I feel like Call of Duty 4 Remastered will be the next big competitive game, just because it was so competitive back then, and then PC took it to another competitive level, but it didn't really go well due to the LAN events, which really didn't strike that well. But now, since we have a whole new idea of COD sports and esports, this is going to be big. So I'm hoping that we actually have some sort of competitive game mode, but the competitive play style with all these new players and all these new strategies and techniques are going to be crazy when the Call of Duty 4 Remastered comes out. Reason number 5 is everyone's guess. It's boots on the ground. Now, everyone loved boots on the ground because it was just, that's what we asked for. That is what the community wanted. But sadly, Infinite Warfare was in development for 3 years and prior to this, so they didn't get the memo, or they kind of did, but they felt very strong and passionate about this idea, so they went forward with it, which is completely respectable, and it's just going to be a good feeling for the players that really feel like they want the boots on the ground back, and these servers will be highly populated. So the boots on the ground feature is going to be definitely a great feeling again, where we know where people are going to be. They're going to be camping up top, down low, or they're just going to be head glitching behind a few barrels where we still rage. But it's also just one of these old-fashioned feelings where it's like, yes, we're finally just walking around again. We know people are going to be around corners and not up in the air around a corner. So it's just going to be an ultimately good feeling. Now, anyway, guys, I hope you did go along and like this video. If you did, drop a like, and if you want to see more, definitely comment down below. My name is Avxry, and I'm out.